The claim on trial here is simple. 30 celebrities fought for $1 million. And the first thing I want to ask is, fought how exactly? Because the video wants the moral authority of a competition and the emotional payoff of a gladiator story, but it's surprisingly evasive about the terms of the experiment. $1 million is supposed to make every decision legible. Instead, the video leans on celebrity recognition, escalating punishment, and that familiar MrBeast promise that the ending is going to be worth your stress. That can be entertaining. It is not the same thing as proving that what we're watching is a meaningful contest. And the prosecution's Exhibit A arrives before the case even begins. The transcript opens with a hard pivot into Beast Games Season 2 on Prime Video, then a studio thank you, then merch, then view stats. That matters because it tells you what this video thinks it is. Not just a challenge, not even just a spectacle, but a node in a larger Beast ecosystem where every event is also an ad for the next event. I'm not objecting to sponsorship or self-promotion on principle. I'm saying it changes the meaning of the challenge. The $1 million stops being the whole point and becomes the prop that keeps the rest of the machine moving. Now, to be fair, the video does prove one thing very well. Scale. Not value, scale. 30 recognizable faces in one room is its own argument. It creates instant social hierarchy, instant cross-fandom curiosity, instant low-grade cruelty, because now every elimination is also a tiny public embarrassment for someone with an audience. MrBeast understands that humiliation lands differently when the contestant is already branded. A random stranger losing a challenge is a game show beat. A celebrity losing one becomes a reputational event, however minor. That's the strongest idea in the video, and the one it exploits most effectively. But here's the weak point. The video treats celebrity as if it were a neutral category when it's actually the whole distortion field. Were these people equally motivated by the prize? Probably not. Equally rich? Obviously not. Equally worried about looking foolish in front of millions? Also no. So the contest is built on wildly uneven incentives, and the video mostly asks you not to notice. If one contestant needs the money, another wants screen time, another wants to be seen as a good sport, and another is there because this is what maintaining relevance looks like in 2026, then they are not really competing in the same game, even if they're standing in the same room. That's the moral sleight of hand in a lot of MrBeast videos, and it's unusually visible here. The format pretends to flatten status. Everyone is just a player. Everyone can lose. Everyone can be reduced to a wristband and a countdown. But the celebrity casting does the opposite. It imports outside power into the room and then asks the audience to forget it. The video wants the democratic thrill of anyone can go home, while cashing in on the fact that these are not interchangeable contestants. It's a game of inequality wearing the costume of fairness. What the edit is genuinely good at is converting confusion into momentum. You can feel that in the midsection, where the structure seems designed to keep you from lingering on any one rule long enough to interrogate it. Every time a viewer might ask, wait, why does this challenge reward that skill? Or how was that tie broken? Or what exactly was the advantage there? The video has already sprinted to the next reveal. That's not just pacing. It's a rhetorical strategy. Motion becomes credibility. If the room is loud enough and the countdown is urgent enough, the audience starts accepting intensity as evidence. There's also something darkly funny about the phrase fight for $1 million when the actual fight is often a negotiation between ego management and camera awareness. Nobody here is entering a coal mine. They're entering a very expensive social pressure cooker built at Radford Studios, under lights, for an audience that has been trained to cheer when adults with money and managers are forced to look briefly helpless. Which, to be clear, is a bizarre modern ritual. I'm not above enjoying it. I'm just saying if an anthropologist found this in the ruins, they would assume we worshipped humiliation and LED flooring. Still, I don't want to flatten the video into cynicism because it earns real praise in one crucial area. It seems to understand that celebrity is only interesting once it starts to crack. The later portions work because the contestants stop being names and start becoming stress responses. Alliances fray, bravado looks expensive, and the video finally gets close to a truth it can't fully admit. Fame does not make competition more noble, it makes vulnerability more watchable. That's a sharper observation than the video's title deserves, and it's why the ending apparently hits as hard as it does. And yes, the ending matters. The transcript's first line says, "I was not prepared for how intense that ending was," which is a shameless little spoiler for the emotional strategy of the whole piece. Survive the noise, and we'll pay you with catharsis. I believe the ending probably delivers on that promise. MrBeast is very good at final round escalation. But even if the finale is excellent television, it doesn't retroactively solve the argument underneath the video. A dramatic ending can prove the stakes felt real to the finalists. It cannot prove the game itself was coherent, fair, or worth the moral theater built around it. So who benefits from the way this is framed? Obviously, the creator does. Celebrity presence raises the cultural temperature, the $1 million number preserves the grand stakes, and the crossover energy folds everyone's audiences into one giant attention merger. But the celebrities benefit too, because this kind of challenge launders fame through hardship. It says, "Look, I'm not just rich and recognizable. I can endure pressure like everybody else." The audience gets a morality play about merit. The participants get a temporary authenticity machine, and the channel gets to sell that exchange as pure competition. What remains unproven, then, is the part the title most wants you to believe, that the $1 million is the clean, central engine of behavior. I don't buy that. In this format, money is only one incentive among several, and maybe not even the dominant one. Pride matters. Audience optics matter. Relationships matter. The chance to be clipped into a heroic moment matters. And once you admit that, the whole video changes shape. It's no longer 30 celebrities fighting for money. It's 30 public identities negotiating what they're willing to look like in exchange for relevance, spectacle, and maybe a payout. My verdict is that the video is partly supported and strategically overstated. It absolutely delivers scale, pressure, and probably a finale with real emotional voltage. It also contains a stronger idea than it knows how to articulate. Celebrity strips a competition of innocence because every decision is contaminated by image management. But the video keeps presenting that contamination as if it were proof of merit. It wants us to believe the challenge reveals character, when just as often it reveals the incentives of the format itself. The strongest part of the argument is also its biggest vulnerability. Put celebrities in a pressure chamber and you get drama for free, but not necessarily truth. So yes, I get why this works. I also think it's a morally strange little machine that keeps asking us to confuse pressure with substance. If you want more breakdowns of videos that turn generosity, suffering, fame, or pseudo-fairness into entertainment, stick around. The next verdict probably won't be gentler.